Hello and welcome back to another video from Jerba Campervans. Now we're back with episode 2 of our Crafter campervan build. So I'm going to give you a bit of a progress update. We'll have a chat with the guys, see what they're up to, see what stage we're at, so let's jump in. Alright, so you can see that we've made quite a bit of progress in here. We've got all the carpet lining down the side, that's obvious. We've got the floor in, we've started to put the lino in. So Ian and Callum have been working on this one. Now, important steps. What they've done is they've removed all of the panelling up the sides, all the panelling on the roof. It's back to a bare metal van. The first thing they've done is they've made sure they've insulated properly in behind every single panel. So what I'll do, we'll jump to the back, I'll show you the insulation. So we've got a little access hole in the back here for some of the cabling that's coming out in this van. But you can see in behind there that, I'll just pull this out a little bit, we've got this recycled bottle cap wool that we use. And it's a really good insulator, and it's also great for sound deadening too. It picks up all the vibrations and all the sort of thumping in your van as you're driving along the road. So we make sure to stuff this in every cavity, behind every panel, on all of the walls of the camper van. So that's all being done. We've also got the panels off the roof, so everything up here has been insulated too. The first thing that we'll do, which is a little bit different from the sides, is we'll put on this sort of foil bubble wrap insulation. This is especially good for heat loss just because it is a solid material, unlike the wool, but really good. We've got this along the entire roof of the van. We'll then get all the panels back on the roof on this one. Just wanted to open it up to show you the roof, and then carpet line the entire top of this too. Now I do believe that we've got a skylight and a vent going into the roof of this van. Not sure on the positions yet, the guys will know, but you'll see that one in the next video. So make sure you follow to keep updated on that. You'll also notice that we've got cabling coming out all different locations in the van. We've got really thick 3-core at the back here. We've got loads of lighting cable on this side. We've got 3-core here. We've got lighting cable, 230 volt. Everything's labelled up. So the guys have actually done the full plan for all the electrics and all the lighting and all that stuff in the van. So now that we've got the cables in, we can go ahead and we can start to prepare the furniture. It'll all be handmade, it'll all be bespoke. So Ian, our carpenter, with his apprentice Callum, they'll do that. They'll start making up the cabinetry, and we'll do it around all of this kit that we need to do. So this is looking a little bit rough just now, but that's just because we've left all the tails really long. These will eventually get fitted onto the lights, etc. But it's better at this stage to leave a little bit more wire than we need to, just to make sure that we're covered for when we come to fit those appliances. And you'll also see that we've fitted a floor in this one, so an entire floor back to front. And this is our 3-part special floor that we have made for us here at Jerba. It's beech, it's got a beech 6mm on the bottom and a beech 6mm on the top, and then we've got this special foam sort of membrane on the inside, which sandwiches it all together, makes it really great for road noise. It's really great for insulation, and it gives us a really strong flat floor to work on when we're building the camper vans. Now on top of that, we've got our lino or our altro flooring, which is super hard wearing stuff. And again, we've done the entire van front to back in one piece, so it'll be a really nice finish. I think this finish is called Winter Dusk, but we've got several different finishes to choose from. And this is just going to give us a solid basis for starting to do all the cabinetry, like I said. This is Ian and this is Callum, master carpenters here at Jerba, and they're the guys that are going to be fitting out this van, that are going to be doing the furniture in it. So Ian, what have you got to do next on this van?
Next we'll be doing all the furniture. Now we've got everything carpet, vinyl down. It's all new to us. It's the first one we've done, so we'll be putting in a kitchen down this side and a bed from one side right across to the other, and a shower room on shower cubicle and a cupboard on this side. But we're doing it all from scratch, so yeah, it's quite an exciting venture. We're quite looking forward to doing it, and this will lead on to other ones hopefully.
So how long do you think it's going to take you from now to get all the furniture done in the van and get it pretty much complete?
I think it'll be 2 or 3 weeks from now, because it's the first one we've done. We haven't got any templates. We'll get back to basics on this, starting from newborn just about. So.
And what about the bed system? How's the bed system going to work?
The bed's going to be a fixed bed across the back, right from one side to the other.
And
slatted bed, raised quite high, so there's plenty of boot storage, I suppose you could say, underneath.
Is someone building that, or is that going to be made out of wood or metal? Or
the metal fabricator, what we use for a lot of our components on the vans, he's going to build this frame.
So you're getting a custom-made sort of metal bed frame put in,
with a slatted top on it.
with a slide top, nice. And a thick mattress? Don't know yet.
Not sure yet. We're going to have to get the mattress to fit so it tucks around these corners.
Do you know roughly how wide it will be?
Double bed, isn't it?
So it's a full-size double bed.
It's about double bed size, yeah.
So this is what we call the schedule. So this is basically us setting up the camper van for the actual conversion work. So doing all that sort of foundational behind the scenes, behind the panels work with all the electrical wires. The guys are going to be sticking down the actual flooring now. So now we'll get a little bit of film of these guys sticking it down and show you what's involved.
For me. Or a tight clip or something. Is that what it is? You want to turn that?
And David Miller hard at work, as per usual.
Same as Doug.
So you can see the workshop is absolutely full of vans, so I'm going to give you a really quick tour of all the vans that we're working on just now. Well, most of them, so let's jump in. Now this one's quite actually interesting because it's not got the seat fitted yet, so that kind of lets me show you the full furniture as the guys make it here. And it's really neat. But you can basically see everything that goes on behind the scenes on this camper. You can see here that all this wiring is for all the appliances, all the lighting, the Sargent control panel, the 230 volt, the Wallace, everything comes out of this one part here. And that's all wired into the back of the Sargent control box, which is tucked away under the seat. So it's all really neat. But this kind of gives you an idea of just how much wiring we've got to do in a camper van to make it the way it will leave our workshop here at Jerba. And this one's got quite a unique colour combination. It's really nice. It's got this light oak on the sides, and then they've gone for the grey tops. Now this is the second van we've done like this in the last few weeks, and I actually think it's an amazing combination. It looks really good because you've got the nice dark grey worktop, and then you've got the same colour on the lockers up above. So it's just neat, and it really makes the cabinetry stand out. On the flip side, we've got another T6.1, but this one doesn't have any furniture at all. So this is at the schedule stage. It's not got a roof on, but it does have a 130 rib seat in the back of it. So this will be getting bolted in. And I'm not entirely sure what this van will become, but make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep watching to find out. Rob's currently working on this Tyree T6.1. So Rob, why don't you tell us what you're doing?
Currently just making a connection to the vehicle battery, because this is a second-hand van. And then that will get run to the back of the van where I can connect it to the Sargent.
And what else needs done on this before it's finished?
I need to finish up all the wiring, so I need to wire up the rest of the Sargent, which makes all the lights work. Nate's currently working on the countertops, so that's to go in, and John's working on all the plumbing and that sort of stuff. Nice,
so very close. We'll get the worktop on this one, and once these guys have done all the sort of electrical work, all the hard work, Rob will say, this will be finished. We've got another Cromer T, and this one's still waiting for Rob to do some electrical work in it too, so Rob's a busy man this week. But this one has been spec'd with a nice big Vitrifrigo fridge. You see it's got a Wallace hob on the top here, and we've also got the sink. So this one is almost ready. I think it's just waiting on a few finishing touches, and this will be ready to get cleaned up, nicely detailed, and sent out to the customer. So one more, Nathan's working in here. This is a Cromer T, I do believe, yep. And how we basically do the furniture in these vans is we start in the back corner and we build this locker. We then build the locker across the top there, and that then lets us build everything from that forwards. We'll run a laser level all the way down the van, and that'll give us all our lines for all the furniture, so we can make sure everything's perfectly straight, perfectly level, perfectly plumbed to the van. And then we'll scribe it nicely so you know it's absolutely perfect. We have one or two vans that are getting high top roofs in them, and quite interesting actually. We can only order a high top roof and a long wheelbase from Volkswagen. They don't do a factory short wheelbase high roof. So what we have to do is we have to buy a third party sort of manufacturer's roof. So that's what you see here. There's two roofs just below me, this kind of boat looking thing. But basically what we'll do is we'll get these, put them on the roof, we'll bond them on, we'll fit them in place, and then we'll seal them properly, we'll get them finished, get them neat and perfect on the roof, and then send them away. The whole roof will be painted to match the colour of the van, and it'll look as though it's come from factory. But this is how life will start out for your short wheelbase high top, should you want one. So in the schedule area, you'll see we've got 3 vans here. We've got one complete, but the other 2 are just getting ready, and they're doing all that foundational work that we always talk about, getting these ready to go through and get the cabinetry put in and making them into the actual camper van that they'll become. So these guys have loads to do, always busy preparing these new vans, so we'll leave them to it, but I will just show you what a solar panel looks like when we fit them on a roof. So this here is our 100 watt flush fitting solar panel from NDS, and you can see how that's been bonded on. Now we actually use Velcro to bond these onto the roofs, and then we seal around them with silicone. And that's because if you have any issues with your solar panel, it's very difficult to take them off without damaging the roof. And then we don't often have issues with solar panels, but it has happened once or twice. And basically, if you bond the entire panel on, you then have to get something underneath, sort of like a cheese wire, to try and cut it off, and it's quite hard not to damage the roof around it. So what we can do with this system is we can basically cut the silicone all the way around with a knife without damaging the roof. And we've got this really, really strong special Velcro which goes over the entire panel, and we can peel it off and we can put a new one on really quite easily. We can silicone it back up, and then it's good to go, good as new. But this is a 100 watt single panel. We can also fit 2 panels, so we can get 200 watts, 100 watt each, and they'll be sort of flush fitting just like this one is, but really, really neat. And we always do it on the bench before we fit your roof. And with all our recent vans, what we've actually been doing is we've been putting in the cabling for solar panels. So if you do want to retrofit a solar panel later on, you can actually bring your van back to us and we can fit the panel onto the roof, because all the cabling's already there for it. So yeah, some more knowledge. So next week's episode will have a bit more of the exciting stuff in it. You'll see the cabinetry actually being made, and see some of the true skills that these guys have as they put the camper van together. So make sure you stick around for that. But hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Bit of a quick one today. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure to like and subscribe the video. Give us a comment below, let us know what you think. Let us know what you would do in the back of this camper van. We're always interested to hear your ideas, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.